Das wäre aber so offensichtlich klischeehaft einfach.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Sie sind Lastwagenfahrer, oder wie ist Ihre Haltung zu Drogen?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Sagt er, während er einen langen Zug an seiner Zigarette nimmt. Alles klar. Warum nicht?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Oh mein Gott, es ist garantiert hier der, wie heißt der Sileng. Garantiert. Er hatte doch letztens auch irgendwelche humanitären Hilfsprodukte dabei. Ich glaube, der schmuggelt alles mögliche an Zeugs.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Augenblick mal, in Ilmara wird doch auch Alkohol hergestellt. Das wurde mir gesagt.
Oh, I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
Dann gehe ich davon aus, dass sie keine Drogen aus Martinez herausschmuggeln.
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
Sie wollen mir also sagen, dass sie nichts über den Drogenschmuggel via Verladestation B wissen?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Er zieht an seiner Zigarette. Was machen sie dann immer noch hier? Die meisten anderen Camonieurs haben sich verdrückt.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Stimmt, auf dem Weg hierher habe ich einen Lastwagen mit offenen Türen gesehen. Wissen Sie, was da passiert ist?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Ja. Du Armer. Da hat er wohl Pech gehabt.
It's a fucking travesty is what it is.
Wenn Sie es nicht machen, wer schmuggelt dann Drogen über Verladestation B?
Isn't it obvious?
Ja.
Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Ja, mich ehrlich gesagt auch nicht. Der Typ, der humanitäre Hilfspakete weiterverkauft, richtig?
That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
Zufrieden nimmt der Lastwagenfahrer einen langen Zug und bläst einen Rauchringel in die Luft.
Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorryman selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too.
Dann sollte ich ihm wohl einen Besuch abstatten.
Guess so.
Er grinst zufrieden. Ja, es spielt ihm echt in die Karten, aber ich glaube, es ist leider wahr. Ach, ist das der mit den offenen Türen? Ich weiß nicht. Ach ja, wir haben einen Punkt bekommen. Mhm. Was ist wichtiger? Superstar, oder? Superstar ist wichtiger. Und es geht relativ schnell rum. Also das auch eigentlich. Egal. Na gut. Sie lenken, mein Freund. Könnte ich einen Blick in deinen Lastwagen werfen?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
Blöde, kratzige Hose. Sonnenbrillen. Oh.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Okay, versuchen wir nochmal eine interessante Sonnenbrille zu finden.
No luck.
Nein.
All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor.
Ja, haben wir schon gesehen.
That visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 Real.
Geben Sie mir die Sonnenbrille, die Sie mir empfohlen haben.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 Real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
Elektrochemie. Nee, danke, kein Bedarf.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Okay. Dann schauen wir mal.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Also, Sileng, was ist Ihre Haltung zu Drogen?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
Ich stehe total auf Drogen.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Ich habe gehofft, er verplappert sich vielleicht, aber...
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
Ja, irgendwo muss was sein. Wir suchen einen Lastwagenfahrer, der vom Hafen aus Drogen schmuggelt. Er oder sie steht hier im Stau.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Aha. Sie sind sehr wohl ein Lastwagenfahrer. Ein anderer Fahrer hat Sie und Ihren Lastwagen identifiziert.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Ja, ist er. Er ist ein Hater, aber... Sie geben also zu, dass Sie Lastwagenfahrer sind.
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
Er überlegt.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Es war Ihnen also peinlich, es mir zu sagen?
No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. With ingenuity.
Hören Sie auf, sich da rauszuwinden. Was wissen Sie über den Drogenhandel im Hafen?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Moment, was für Leute?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Aha. Vor wem haben Sie Angst, Sileng?
Look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Ich weiß nicht. Wenn sie nicht in diese Chose reingezogen werden wollen, dann müssen sie uns einen Grund geben, sie damit in Ruhe zu lassen.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Lady Driver. Das könnte dann auch die 8. Hardy-Person sein. Ist die alte Frau dort drüben die Fahrerlady? Weggetreten seltsam?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
Wer sind diese anderen Fahrer, die reden?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
He's aching to get back to his usual shtick. All this whispering is bad for business.
Okay, jetzt ist alles cool.
All right. Very cool. Let's cap this off with a purchase. A pair of funky sunglasses, detective? You deserve it. And I deserve it too. Don't you think?
Schon wieder die alte Frau. Ich habe mich ein bisschen verlaufen. Diese alte Frau. Ich speichere noch mal.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Okay, jetzt schnippe ich ihr ins Gesicht.
Where am I? Who are you?
Wie ein Magier, der eine Versuchsperson aus der Hypnose weckt, hast du sie in die Realität zurückgeholt.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Ist alles in Ordnung mit ihnen? Sie waren weggetreten.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
An welchem Ort? Also, das erste können wir uns erst fragen. Moment, was ist denn so schlimm an den 50ern?
The men have the small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the walls out of amber?
In welcher Zeit wären sie denn lieber?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The side walls and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerra. Until you came along, that is.
Wer ist Gabriel Buenguerra? Gabriel Buenguerra.
This is Gabriel Buenguerra.
Buenguerra. So. Zeig dir das Foto in dem aufwendigen Bernsteinrahmen. Ich werfe einen Blick auf das Bild.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
Sie lehnt sich zurück und genießt die Welt, die sie heraufbeschworen hat. Gehe ich richtig in der Annahme, dass sie in jüngeren Jahren in Mesk waren?
Someone was.
Sie nickt, als ob völlig klar wäre, was sie meint. Jemand, sind das nicht ihre Erinnerungen?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Tut mir leid, dass ich Ihre Tagträume unterbrochen habe.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Sie kneift die Augen zusammen, um dich zu mustern.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk it was a golden age.
Aha. Ich habe noch ein paar andere Fragen an Sie. Polizeifragen.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Sie lehnt sich wieder gegen das Geländer ihres Lastwagens. Hinter ihr türmen sich auf dem Armaturenbrett bergeweise Erinnerungsstücke, Fotos und Nippes.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Zeigen Sie mir die Sohlen Ihrer Stiefel.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
Können Sie mir bitte helfen? Es ist wichtig.
Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are not Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots, made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Und jetzt bitte den anderen.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
Du kannst in dem Muster nichts Ungewöhnliches erkennen. Sie stellt ihren Fuß wieder ab.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
Moment, was meinen Sie mit fand die Krönung von Franco Negro statt?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent.
In welchem Leben bist du jetzt?
Perhaps it was another Harife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
Das sind nicht die Stiefel, die ich suche.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
Was haben Sie geladen?
Diamonds?
Diamanten, wirklich.
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, aber was haben Sie wirklich geladen?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
Sie wissen also nicht, was Sie in Ihrem eigenen Lastwagen transportieren?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Was, wenn es sich bei der Fracht um Schmuggelware handelt?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Diese ganze Boyadero-Geschichte verstehe ich noch immer nicht so richtig.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Okay, was ist das?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
Lassen Sie mich raten, dazu kommt es nicht?
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
Ich glaube, ich weiß, worauf das hinausläuft.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
Ich nicke ernst. Ein schönes Lied.
The most beautiful. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Na schön sind Sie, die Fahrerlady.
Did you just call me a lady, Jerife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Mir wurde von einer weiblichen Fahrerin erzählt. Sie sind die einzige Frau hier.
I'm not that either, Jerife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
Also sind Sie nicht die Fahrerin, vor der alle Angst haben?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Ja, sie scheint nicht die zu sein, die wir suchen.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Wer ist dann die Fahrerin, von der mir erzählt wurde?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Warum machen Sie Leuten Angst, die Sie mal kannten?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Sie haben von Fernstrecken gesprochen, dass...
The big ones, the trucks.
Yeah.
There's no women and men there. It's all just...
Sie summt, als ob sie immer wieder das gleiche Lied hören würde.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
You feel very cold suddenly, as if standing face to face with a terrifying adversary. Then the feeling dissipates, and all you see is an aging woman.
Das ist alles, was ich wissen muss. Danke.
Oh, Sim.
Die Frau starrt dich an, aber in Gedanken ist sie jetzt woanders, bei anderen Dingen.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Bevor ich herkam, haben sie abwesend gewirkt.
What do you mean?
Sie haben geträumt, wären nicht ganz da, abwesend.
Yes? What about it?
Ob sie einen Lastwagen fahren sollten, wenn sie manchmal so neben sich stehen?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will.
Was für Touren?
Lomonosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
Sie nickt und schließt wieder ihre Augen, um abzutauchen.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
Sie öffnet ihre Augen wieder und erschaudert. Cool, fahren Sie, bis Sie zu Staub werden, Schwester.
Irmao. I already am dust.
Sie wirken wie eine Frau, die das ein oder andere über Drogen weiß.
What do I need drugs for, lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
Der Gegner?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Wo könnte ich so etwas erleben?
If you don't know,
Sie wedelt abschätzig mit der Hand.
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Okay. Evra hat mich geschickt. Ich tippe mir zweimal mit dem Finger an die Nase.
who the fuck is Irrat?
Der Gewerkschaftsboss?
Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound.
Okay, dann lassen Sie es mich anders fragen. Schmuggeln Sie Drogen durch Verladestation B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Sie hatten schon gesagt, dass Sie nicht wüssten, was Sie transportieren. Könnte es sich um Drogen handeln?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, Loman?
Drogen?
No, Loman, diamonds.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Wenn sie... Oder vielleicht will sie, dass man ein bisschen dominant ist? Machen Sie sich gerade über mich lustig. Sie sollten lieber meinen Bitten nachkommen.
I would never make fun of a real Loman, Herifia.
Wenn Sie raten müssten, was glauben Sie, wer hier in der Gegend Drogen schmuggelt?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Nach Diamanten hatte ich Sie nicht gefragt, oder? Die sind mir egal.
Diamonds are good for you, Loman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
Okay, wenn Sie nichts mit dem Drogenschmuggel zu tun haben, warum warten Sie dann immer noch hier?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
Ja, vielen Dank für Ihre Hilfe bisher.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Ihre Stimme wird leiser.